Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Samp&Chance Boxing. I'm your host, Bobby Sampson, joined as always, my man with the master plan, Mr. Chance Michaels. Chance, how are you, buddy?
Doing good yourself?
Can't complain, man. I think we should do the Barry O and give ourselves a pat on the back. Come on, give yourself a pat on the back. There you go. You know why?
Why is that?
Because we did a debate with our good friends at Red Corner Boxing. Unfortunately, now maybe they did this by design, wink, wink. I was unable to get a copy of it to post on our page. So make sure to go over, check us out on Red Corner Boxing.
And I put it on X too.
And we put it on X as well. So make sure to come and check it out. We did a 6-on-6 debate with these guys. Now, very simply, they had to pick 6 European contenders to our 6 North American contenders. Our were the heavyweight, welterweight, and we had also, so we did heavyweight,
cruiserweight, light heavyweight, super middleweight, and middleweight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Would you say we won, being unbiased?
Well, the one guy who's in our boxing league from Sweden, he said we did. I think we won. I mean, we have better fighters in North America than Europe has ever had. Now, Europe's got their great fighters too. Don't get me wrong, I'm not diminishing what they've done, but overall, we got.
I think the only chance that they probably stood is if we made it North America versus the world.
Yeah,
we would have to give them. But then I started thinking about it. Well, who stands out in South America?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we have.
Let me ask you a trivia question. How many countries are in North America?
How many countries?
Yeah, how many countries make up North America?
3?
No.
How many?
13.
13?
13 to 15.
Wow. So yeah, we have an advantage there.
But
it's for the fighters.
Well, think about it. No, because we got the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, Mexico.
No, Mexico, Canada, and USA is what everyone thinks.
Yeah.
But there's all those other little countries off to the coast there, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Dominican Republic is a part of North America. Look at all the CONCACAF games that they play against those other countries. You know, Honduras is a country.
Mm-hmm.
So, ultimately we're only picking North America, and Mexico.
Yeah.
But they would still need the rest of the world. But even in then, I don't think there's enough guys in the world to make up what North America offers, right?
Not for boxing, no.
Nothing wrong with their picks. I thought their picks were great. But you can't compete against Muhammad Ali. You can't compete against who else did I have here? Sugar Ray Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
And who was the other one I had?
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah.
On your side, you can't go wrong with Holyfield for cruiserweight.
Yeah, and add Andre
Ward. Can't go wrong with Andre Ward. Was that super middle or middle?
Super middle.
Super middle. And who did you have for middle?
Guess.
I'm trying to remember right now, man. Help me out, bro. I had so many things in my head.
Take it. Who do you think it would be? If you were to guess.
I was there, dude. I should know. I don't have to guess. I should know this. This is
tough. It's tough when you're when you do these shows. It's hard to.
They all start to melt together.
It all melts together. They threw out Triple G because they
threw up Triple G. I remember that they threw up Triple G. But for middleweight, did you do Floyd?
No, I would never pick that guy.
No. Who did you pick?
But they thought you were going to pick Floyd too. So they were thinking like, hey, who are these guys going to pick? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
who are these guys? So it's like you threw them off a little bit, you know?
Yeah. But that's the way we do, baby. That's how we do.
They were trying to say that they think Ali would lose to
Lewis.
Yeah, which you never know. Lewis is a big dude, right? I mean,
yeah. And who did they pick for cruiserweight?
Usyk.
They picked Usyk, which was fair. I mean, that one was arguable. Usyk versus, I would have loved to seen that in their primes. Usyk versus
Holyfield.
That would have been sick. And then they had Joe Calzaghe as super middleweight.
Yes.
Right. And that was one against that. And then they had
there's so many guys you could have picked, you know.
They could have, but I mean, it is what it was. But you know what? I would have probably put one of the Klitschko brothers above Lewis.
Yeah, I mean the one Klitschko fought Lewis, and then they got that headbutt thing, and then
Yeah, but in terms of longevity, you know what I mean? Those guys were around much longer. They ruled that division for a
yeah,
long time until the Brits emerged.
yeah. So and then we did a commentating thing. We picked, favorite commentators.
Okay,
They
so
picked
bro, I completely am drawing a blank. Who did you pick for middle? Come on, tell me. Tell
so
us.
so so I took I sorry. So you took middle. You had Sugar Ray, and I had Andre Ward for super middle.
Okay.
That's that
So
one. Yeah. I took
okay,
Andre.
there we
I
go.
didn't
There we
really
go.
want to pick Andre Ward. I'm not a huge fan of him. I was gonna actually, my heart wanted to go with James Toney, but I was like,
I was looking at James Tony, but Canelo could have been in there as well. I mean,
yeah,
in terms of guys,
we
but I
could have
mean,
used Canelo, yeah.
when I was making my picks, I was trying to take into account
And
PEDs,
that's so that
everything.
and that's why I think they wanted to go with Triple G because they thought we are gonna go Canelo, right? And they know how much I love Triple G, so they're kind of playing a little.
But that's
It
what
was
I'm saying.
fun.
It
It was
was a
fun.
lot of good fun. Samp&Chance 1-0 for North America, guys. We
I
are
think
going to
so.
get together with these guys again in the new year to do our year end.
No, New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Sorry, pardon me, but we will release it in the New Year's. We're gonna get together with them New Year's Eve. Probably release it for New Year's Eve if we can. But yeah, we will be there doing that. And just as we told you on our wrestling show, this is the last show that we're doing for 2025. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna take a step back for the holidays, give a little back to our families, give a little
Well, I
back
mean,
to
technically, if you want
ourselves.
to count our New Year's Eve show,
Sorry.
technically, if you count our New Year's Eve show, we have one more show. But
This is our last Samp&Chance boxing show of the week.
yeah,
Of the year. Everything else is gravy that
yeah.
you get from us after this week until the new year. All right, let's talk about it. Here we are. This is it. Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. Um, wow. I I don't know if I would have been this excited for Tank and Paul, but this seems a bit more exciting. Look, no one's giving him a chance. Really, really. Okay. I'm gonna let you get into it, but I just want to get this out really,
Yeah.
really quick. I'll let you break it down the way only Chance Michaels knows how to
Yeah.
break it down. Here's how I look at this fight. Okay. It's not brain science. You got a juggernaut against a novice. I hate to say it.
It's true. Yeah.
Everything that Jake has done has been phenomenal. I take nothing away from the man. I've always maintained if I had to stand on the side of one of the Paul brothers, I'd probably stand with Jake. Okay. Because I just see that hard work. I see that grit. I see that determination. Everything that everyone is complaining about is everything that we praise here on Samp&Chance. Okay. You can't say anything bad about the guy or his journey or his path. Okay. If we ever make it big, people are going to say, oh, we were just podcasters.
So they'll say, yeah, just YouTubers. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Great. Yeah. But we built our brand. We built something. He did the same thing. Okay. He worked his ass off. We can't take that away. Is he making a mistake? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Does this hurt him either way? I don't think so because everybody has the predetermined notion of what should happen here. Okay. That being said, I'm going to say this right off the bat. I think Jake Paul's only chance of victory is he has to come out super fast. He has to smother him. He has to take advantage of the stiffness that Joshua has shown in earlier fights when he smothered. We saw that with Andy Ruiz. We saw that with Daniel Dubois. Those guys seem to figure out. Even Usyk. Usyk was pawing with him and playing with him. He wasn't really aggressor.
Yeah.
Aggressor in any of those fights left Usyk or which left Anthony Joshua in those fights. Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing from Anthony Joshua in the fights that he has lost, we saw a guy in the Ruiz and Dubois fight I'm referring to. We saw a man who couldn't handle the pressure of someone coming at him so hard and so fast and so furious. His body stiffened up. Now that we know his chin is susceptible. Okay.
Yeah.
After knocked out, that chin's never the same. I don't care who you are.
No, it's not.
Okay. It's psychology and your brain taking over at that point. Okay. Your brain knocks itself out when it knows that something might be wrong. Okay. So when he steps into that ring for the first time in almost 2 years, his brain is automatically going to think, oh shit, if we get hit in the face, I'm going to shut down.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how hard the shot is, the brain will take over.
Yeah.
So Jake Paul's only option here, in my opinion, is to smother him fast.
Yeah.
Attack. You have the power. You can clip him. If you can clip him, you have a chance.
Yeah.
If not, Joshua needs to end this by the 3rd round. Anything longer, then people are not going to be happy either way. Take it away, Chance.
Well, here's the thing: is like I'm excited for this fight because,
So am
like,
I.
Jake Paul's got balls of steel. He could have easily because nobody's giving him credit for not fighting Tank. He called the fight off of Tank because Tank abused another woman. That's why he called off. He said Tank is a piece of garbage, which
Yep.
he is. I won't fight you. You're not
No.
going to make all this money. Get lost. Now he could have fought a guy his size, a smaller guy, but a reputable name. But no, I don't know who told him to do this. This is a massive challenge. And Josh was bigger than him. He's been fighting the best. He's fought all the best in the world. Jake Paul's never fought the best in the world, right? So, like you said, it's like a knob. Like Jake Paul's a pro boxer. But this is a low-level pro boxer.
And I feel bad for Jake in this situation because we shit on him, and I'm a victim of it. Okay, and you are too to a certain extent. We all are. Okay, we shit on him for the guys that he's picked. We shit on him for the guys that he's fought. We shit on him for this and that. But the reality is now he's doing something that we've asked him to do, that everyone's been saying, you should do this, prove us this way.
Yeah.
Now that he's doing it, people are still upset. Like, well, what's this guy to do? I feel bad for the guy in that sense. You know what I mean?
Either way, Jake Paul loses. There's no way he can win. Here's what I say. If he for somehow clips Joshua and Joshua goes down, everybody, not me, but everybody's going to say it was fixed. He took a dive. Okay. If he wins on decision, they're going to say the refs are rigged. So unless Jake Paul gets knocked out or loses a crazy one-sided decision, it's a lose-lose for him. If you do win, nobody will give you the credit. We're going to say it's rigged. Here's the thing. All these people, even on Red Corner, these guys tell you his fights are rigged. They're not. Show me the paperwork where there's a clause saying you can't read. We've never seen that. Mike Tyson said it was real. Chavez said it. Anderson Silva, we've all said they're legit.
The last fight that I can honestly feel, and maybe you can attest to this a little bit, the only fight that I can think of that was ever rigged. You know where I'm going?
No.
Sonny Liston and Ali.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Listen a minute.
In my opinion, that's the only fight, in my opinion, that I can think of that we can legitimately go back to and say, and granted, neither of those guys are here anymore to talk about it or tell us the truth. Okay. But if we dig deep enough and if we really do the research on it, we can find out that probably was.
Well,
there is no way, ladies and gentlemen, Red Corner Boxing brothers, anyone talking this smack about things being rigged, it's impossible to rig things now.
I know.
You can't. Leak
out if you do.
You can't. The only place that you can rig them are the indie levels, the bingo halls, the armories, the little.
And thanks for bringing that up. So even the fights that I go to, my good friends, the 40-year, like this guy's been doing this for 40 years. He matchmates with Mike Hamoud, and they can't even get. So at ringside, it's all taped off. They can't even talk to the judges during the fight. They're not allowed. The commissioner is there. 2 commissioners are there with doctors. If Jerry or Mike try to even go to the judges, they shut the show down.
No, I get it.
There's no funny business law. So you're right. Rigging is almost impossible.
And I'm gonna even solidify it. I'm gonna solidify it even more here for us, Chance. Okay, because we don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
This is the last time we talk about rigging on our show.
Yeah.
Unless we see it. Okay. Yeah. Interpol. FBI. And entities like that around the world. MI6, you name it. Secret Service, you name it, all of it. Okay. They have people, designated divisions that sit there. You know what their job is?
To watch the fights.
To watch odds. Okay. Well, so at the beginning of this week, when all the odds were released for all the fights that are happening in the world, they are being monitored by different organizations. Oh, yeah. Okay. So for example, let's just say, I don't know, let's say it was Floyd versus Canelo. Let's just use that as an example, okay? Now, say the odds were, give me the odds. What would normal Monday morning odds be? Because you're the odds guy.
Well, they fought like right now.
Hypothetically, just say, because we know that Floyd would have had the higher odds, right?
Floyd would have been a -200 favorite. Canelo would be like a +150.
Okay, thank you. So that's where it starts on Monday morning. Then they had the press conference. Would it change a little bit based on the energy there, right?
It only changed on the money being bet. So the more you bet on one fighter will shift the odds the other way.
Right. But then all of a sudden, say by Thursday, Canelo now seems to be this guy. And it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes on to fight week. As soon as that starts to happen, they were calling the WBO, WBC, all the governing bodies in boxing. If it was happening in UFC, they would call the UFC brass right and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
watch for this. Something's happening here. Pay attention
Well,
to
look
it."
at it this way. Donald Trump got the FBI to raid his good friend Dana White's office to grab all the records because they thought, well, what if something was rigged because a lower level fighter said
And
he
this
took a
is
dive? And guess what
this
they
is
found in Dana White? Nothing
yeah,
because they got
exactly.
involved in it.
No, no, no.
Nothing.
But this is what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
because of what's happening in the UFC right now
Mm-hmm.
with these lower ranked fighters, okay, they're throwing their fights because that's a different show. We can argue about that, talk about that in another
Mm-hmm.
time. But the reality it is, this is what's happening. So nothing can be rigged.
Yeah.
You can't. You can put clauses in contracts. Okay, maybe Jake Paul and them have a clause in there, and you can't say nothing because then Joshua won't get his 25 or $40 million that he's supposed to get.
I don't think that'd
You
even
know,
be illegal. I don't
no,
think you
no,
can
but
even do that.
like they potentially there could be a go easy clause.
I don't believe that. I don't think that's
No,
allowed.
no,
I
no.
don't
I'm
think they
just saying. I'm
sanction
just
you.
saying. I'm just hypothetically putting it out there,
Yeah.
right? So look. Let's just wrap it up. There isn't any match fixing anymore at the
No,
highest
not,
level.
not since the mob guys are out of it. No.
Exactly. So let's just let that go.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, by all accounts, this should be nothing but light work and an easy afternoon or evening for Anthony Joshua. Okay. The world will lose a shit if it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go. So that's the scary part. I think
So
that's
that's
the
what I
most
mean. It's a lose-lose for Jake.
it's a lose-lose for Jake, but it's also a win-win in the sense that I feel that if Jake Paul comes out, puts his best foot forward, tries his best, gets the shit knocked out, you can't doubt the man. Okay.
No. Well,
Give
let
him
me
nothing
say,
but respect.
let me read what Jake and Anthony are saying here. This is
Yeah.
what Jake's telling us he's going to do in the fight. This is his words. Paul claims he'll exploit Joshua's chin issues and sniff this, like you said,
Yeah.
predicting a mid to late stoppage. Joshua vows no mercy, calling it a chance to shut everyone up. That's what they're saying. So Joshua's saying, I'm going to knock him out. Jake's saying, I'm going to knock him out. I actually don't think anybody's going to be knocked out. I actually think Paul can keep away enough where he can survive. So here's the details of the fight, and this is why I'm saying that.
Mm.
We have 8 3-minute rounds. Okay, I mean, sorry.
Yeah, 3 8 minute rounds.
Joshua's capped at 245 pounds. He cannot come in over that. Jake's coming in around 230. So there's not a big weight difference here.
No.
There'll be 15, 20 pounds. The height difference and obviously skill difference. But
Height and reach.
all Jake has to do is survive. I know it's easier than that, but survive 8 rounds in 3 minutes. It's not unthinkable that he could actually make it through 8 rounds. Still lose the fight on decision, but I think he might be able to survive. I don't believe that Jake's going to go crazy like he says.
Yeah.
I think he's going to pick his spots, and it's a long shot. You know what? Honestly, dude, I want Jake to win. I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm cheering for the guy because you know what? People are not really saying the honest truth here. He's a YouTuber. Logan Paul's a YouTuber. But these guys were, like you said, they work goddamn hard at both their crafts. Jake's trained hard. He works hard. So, yeah, he was a YouTuber. That's like saying, well, Anthony Joshua was an Uber driver before. I don't know what he was, but for example. But it doesn't matter. He's turned into this now, right? So we keep using that to try to insult the guy. But, hey, man, he's got balls of steel. He probably will lose, but look, I want him to win.
We're gonna get a good fight. Obviously, I believe that. Okay. Yep. I hope it's not what you're saying because then people are saying he just was on a bicycle for 8 rounds. Yeah, I'm saying I'm just pointing it out. I hate to say it, right? But I can already see what public is going to say here, right? I think opposite a little bit here because I think at the end of the day, when you're dealing with a guy who can throw a proper jab, timing, everything, and you got this menacing guy coming up at you, it's a different story. You can run around as much as you want.
But I don't know if he's going to run around. I think he's going to show up, pick his spots, be very cautious. I don't know.
But even then, even when he's in there picking his spots, Joshua has the intellect.
No, I know. Yeah, I know.
Okay. So I don't know if that's going to work for him because once he figures him out, which is why I'm saying I think I'll make my prediction now, and this is for our league as well. I'm saying Joshua in 3.
Could be, yeah.
Right? Because
I don't blame you.
Right? Because I feel that first right now, there's going to be a lot of moving around this and that. It's going to come down to Jake's stamina. Can he go that hard at 230 for that many rounds?
I think so.
Okay, well, maybe he can't. Maybe he can't. We don't know. We'll find out. We're going to find everything out Saturday night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I had to put money down, I wouldn't put money on Jake Paul. I'm going to pick him in our league just for the heck of it because I'm going to stand by my guy.
Yeah.
And he wins. I
No,
mean,
fair enough. And
Josh was an amazing fighter, but he's a European fighter. I'm a North American guy. I want a North American guy to win
no,
this.
no, no. I get that. I
Unless
get
it's
that.
Fury,
I
then I go
guess.
for
I guess
Fury.
for me, I'm just a boxing guy. But
Yeah,
ultimately, when I look at this fight, it's a spectacle. Okay,
absolutely.
it truly it's entertainment. It's spectacle. So guys and gals out there, guys like you and me who are hardened boxing people, we need to take those glasses off and just appreciate what we're
Oh,
watching on
I love it.
television.
I love the entertainment
That's
part.
what I'm
I'm
saying.
always
That's
about
all I'm saying.
entertainment.
That's all
No,
I'm
no.
saying.
Here's
I'm
the
not
thing.
going in with any preconceived notions. I'm not going in with any kind of preconceived ideologies or what I think should happen. I know what should happen. If it doesn't happen, then fuck it, man. What can I do?
Here's
I'm
the
just
thing.
sitting at home watching,
Here's the thing.
right?
It's free. So Jake Paul already has the most watched fight ever in boxing history with Mike Tyson. Okay,
Yep.
nobody's watched that fight more than any other fight ever. It doesn't matter who
Yep.
you want to name.
Yep.
It's free. So the brilliance of Jake Paul is he's putting all these fights free on Netflix because he knows we want to watch him lose. Most people, not me, but most people. So we're gonna watch it. Will this fight break his old record of Tyson? Probably not. It's gonna be massive numbers. So here's the thing.
It just might, bro, because of the fact of what the potential of what the outcome is. I
Might be.
think it might just break it because even with Tyson, yeah, it got that number only because of Tyson.
Mhm.
Okay, we have Tyson coming back, the splendor, the spectacle of Tyson, you
Yeah.
know, the aura of Mike Tyson. God
So the
bless
thing
him.
is, Jake Paul is bringing entertainment back
Well, that's what I'm saying.
to a boring sport
Yeah, yeah,
that
I
has
get
no
it.
entertainment value.
Hey, I get it, and
And
that's what Misfit.
the best part about Jake Paul is he's got the kids talking about this at school. He's got everybody
Yeah,
talking about boxing. And if this is anybody else fighting, the kids, I hear my kids talking about it at school. I hear his friends talking about Jake Paul, Jake Paul. If it was somebody else, if this was David Benavidez versus Canelo, these kids aren't talking about it.
no, no,
So
they're
this
not.
guy is bringing new fans to the
Yeah, I
screen,
get it, and
bringing
and
new
and
eyeballs, and
that
people are hating on him
transfers,
for it.
and that transfers me to what also is happening this weekend. Okay, a lot of pure boxing people hate Misfits,
Yeah.
but you cannot deny the fact that these guys are drawing more numbers with their. I'm not going to call them great shows or anything good about them. I don't think there's any value to most of those shows, but they're bringing in over 1 million eyes. That's more than boxing. That's more than wrestling. That's more than UFC. Just saying,
I got no
right?
problem with him.
Right?
If these
No,
guys
no,
want to
but they're
fight,
doing it. Andrew Tate
fine with
making his debut on Misfits this weekend after kicking out KSI out of the promotion.
it. You know what? Tate's never he's got a big following. He's got a lot of haters. Either way, people are going to tune in to watch him lose or watch him win, depending what you think of the guy. But he's tough, man. You watch his training videos, like he's no joke for
He's
his
tough,
level
but
that
I've
he's
never
fighting.
really seen him fight though. Okay, so we'll see what he actually
I've
is
seen a
in the
couple of
ring.
his fights for you. Like
No, I know, but
he's
those
good
are
at what he does.
kickboxing, this and that. I mean, I get what you're saying, but until I actually see him fight, I'm
Yeah.
gonna hold judgment. To
Yep.
be fair.
Yep.
So we'll leave that there. But so we got Misfits happening this weekend as well. But there's a couple of great fights that are also on that
Oh, one
undercard.
more thing about the Jake Paul card. We got Anderson Silva versus Tyrone
That's what I was
Woodley.
just saying. Yeah.
Oh, you were okay. Let me read you Tyrone Woodley's professional boxing record.
0-2.
0-2. MMA is 1971. He's 1917-1. Silva's boxing record is 3-2. So this is more of just Jake Paul, two guys he's beat up. Well, obviously knocked out Woodley like crazy. He's just throwing them a bone. I think it'll be an entertaining fight. I think Silva will beat him, but
I think Silva is a better boxer.
Yeah.
By far, he's the better boxer.
Right? I don't know
think
why Woodley's sticking around boxing. Like he couldn't even beat Jake Paul, dude. No, I get it. But like, come on, dude.
That's all it is for him. Anderson Silva doesn't need money. Tyron Woodley, the lifestyle that he lives and everything else that he does in his life, he needs the funds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the bottom line there. But hey, we also have a women's championship match on here. Alicia Baumgartner's fighting as well, defending her titles. You want to break it down a little bit?
Yeah, we got Baumgartner versus Leela Boudon
from Canada.
Yeah. Give a quick little background on Boudon here. 29 from Quebec. She's solid amateur background. She's on a 4-fight win streak, including a 6th-round TKO over in her last fight in June. This marks her U.S. debut and her first world title shot. She's got a tough task ahead of her. She's going against Alicia Baumgartner, who is obviously the unified champion. Massive underdog Leela Boudon is. I mean, I don't know. I don't think she's going to last. I'm cheering for her because she's from Canada, but this is a big, Baumgartner 16-1. She's got the WBA, WBO, and IBF titles. We only lost one, so we'll see what happens. But
So
a massive
has
betting favorite is Alicia.
Alicia fought since the allegations of her PED, or is this her first fight back since
This is
those
her first fight
allegations?
back.
So here's my
12.
thing.
This is 12 3-minute rounds too.
No, that's great, and I'm happy about that and everything. But what kind of Alicia are we going to get? Because if she was taking the dope, as they're saying she was, will this affect her ring performance going forward?
Sort of like when Anderson Silva and John Jones did. They take the dope. Canelo,
Yeah.
they come back. They're still pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think she'll be all right. But it doesn't give me that. The speed gives me that extra strength to train in the gym, push more reps, push a little harder, makes you a little stronger. So I don't think it's going to affect her too much. A little bit, but I think she'll make it easier.
I don't even know what kind of women PEDs would take for boxing.
They take testosterone.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Look, here's something that no one's talking about, okay?
Yeah.
And I haven't heard it. I don't know. Maybe if you have, let me know. Joshua or Jake Paul fighting Joshua. It's more than that to me. This shows that Jake Paul cares about the undercard.
Oh, yeah.
Because when that Tank fight got taken away, that whole card got taken away, correct?
Yeah.
How many people lost food on their table?
Everybody.
Right? But more so the younger, the lesser talent, right?
Yeah, Jake's fine.
It's not going to hurt Jake in any way. It's not going to hurt Tank, obviously, in any way, per se.
Yeah.
But the fact that he took this fight against Joshua, something he probably shouldn't be doing, in order to keep that undercard alive so those people could have a paycheck.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that sacrifice that he's making.
This is what Jake does, dude. He's a good guy.
So this is what we need. This is what I want people to know.
But people are not smart enough to understand what Jake's doing as entertainment. He saw a gap in boxing. Most boxers are boring. They don't bring any entertainment value. There's so many eyeballs at boxing fights want to bring him back to the screen. Jake is bringing those eyeballs back.
You know what Jake should have done, in my opinion?
What's that?
He should have fought Badu Jack.
Not a big enough name.
No. For the championship, though, for the cruiserweight championship, Badu was willing to fight him.
Yeah,
Badu knew that he may not have a chance because based on his last fight that we saw this past weekend, that'd be easy pickings for Jake, and he would have become a world champion, and no one could dispel anything because he fought a legit cruiserweight world champion.
Yep,
and beat him and got the title.
I think Jake, although he says he wants world champions, I think he's more just into big fights.
I get that, but if he wants to solidify himself as a real boxer, as you know, everyone's wanting him to, I say he's a real boxer.
Oh, hell yeah, he is.
Okay, you and I could go in the ring together, 2-on-1, and he'll probably beat us.
Oh yeah, no, he's tough, man.
Okay, and we have some boxing skill.
Yeah, no, he's tough.
Okay, so that's all I wanted to say about that. But yeah, Baumgartner looks like she should probably win. And Woodley should probably lose.
Yeah, well, let me read the quick odds here on Jake Paul and Joshua. The Vegas odds are giving Jake no respect. Anthony Joshua is a minus 1,200 favorite. You have to put $1,200 down to win $100, which gives Anthony Joshua, according to Vegas, that's a 92% chance he's going to win, according to them. Jake is a plus 700 underdog. So $100 on Jake will pay you back 700, or 1,000 pay you back 7,000. So the Vegas odds makers are giving Jake an 8% chance to win the fight. He's a massive, massive underdog. So I mean, he could shock. Hopefully, he shocks the world, man. I would love to see it. I don't think he will, but I would love to see it. I hope he does.
No, we'll just find out. We will find out.
Good card. He's got some women fighting. He's got
Friday, Saturday. We got 2 more days to sleep, and then Saturday, do all your shopping, get everything you possibly can done, and get yourselves in front of a TV screen.
It's a good card, man. He's got some women fights on there.
No, you got everything.
MMA guys on there. He's got.
Got everything.
Well,
brother, we got Donaire fighting this weekend in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We got Tim Zhu fighting this weekend out of Australia. Sam Goodman's fighting this weekend as well.
Yeah,
we got some great fights happening this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We couldn't cover them all. but we covered what we needed to cover, the main stuff this weekend. When we come back to you guys in the new year, we'll break it down. We'll tell you all about what we saw and what we happened and what we expect to see in the new year. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. But no, wait, pardon me. Anything happened on this day in the world of boxing history or Canadian history?
Yeah, this week in boxing history, we got a good one here. 39-year-old Muhammad Ali's pro career ended in sad fashion. He lost a 10-round unanimous decision to Trevor Burback at the Queen Elizabeth Sports Center in the Bahamas this week, 1981. That was it for Ali.
Crazy, crazy.
I think he was already shot by then, but yeah.
No, he was shot, and I mean, I think everyone reflects more on the loss to Larry Holmes.
Mm.
You know, everyone's more pissed off about that one than any other one that he ever lost.
Which I don't know why he agreed to a pro fight. What do you want the guy to do? Not punch?
I appreciate that, and I don't disagree with you, but I think people just thought, oh, you would go a little bit easier. Blah blah.
That doesn't
blah,
happen.
right?
These guys are animals in the ring. It's like saying when Barrios fight Pacquiao. Well, let's just say Barrios knocked him into a concussion. I can't be mad at Barrios. Pacquiao, you just agreed to fight. You fight. If you get knocked out, it's part of the game. Like I know people are outraged about it, but like I don't blame Larry Holmes because Ali, guess what? If you don't hurt him, guess what he's going to do? He's going to hurt you. So you have.
Hey man, right? Looks like Tim Bradley bets big on Jake Paul to upset Anthony Joshua.
I'm right. I'm going to be the only guy tomorrow picking Jake Paul.
Yeah.
And by the way, every year I always say Joe Tessitore and Tim Bradley commentators of the year, but this year I'm not giving to them simply because they didn't call enough big fights. They're still the best. They didn't call enough big fights. To me, the best broadcast team of this year in boxing is Todd Grisham, Sergio Mora, and Chris Maddox. Only because they called more bigger fights than Joe Tessitore and Bradley did. They didn't call many big fights, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess what's
and let's be honest, Todd Grisham and Sergio Mora, every time I put something on X, they always showing us love. They're retweeting they're liking it. So hey.
Like I said, I said this on the other show as well with the Red Corner guys. I do like our North American guys, but for me, maybe just the way I grew up. Mm-hmm. I grew up with a lot more of the British commentators because of football or soccer, things like that, cricket, watching stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just growing up as a kid in the UK, watching boxing and stuff like that on their level.
Yeah.
I've always been a little partial to the UK commentators just because the way they present it. And I'm not saying they're necessarily better in terms of analytics or breaking it down. It's just the entertainment. We talk about entertainment.
Yeah.
I think they bring more entertainment to the microphone.
Yeah.
Than the North American guys. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that all being said and done, brother, I want to take this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
And I said Merry Christmas because that's what we should be wishing each other, not this happy holiday crap.
Yep.
It's Christmas. Okay?
Yep.
We don't say Happy Festival of Lights. We say Diwali.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we're going to honor all the ethnic, and I'm ethnic.
Yep.
And this is going to piss off a lot of my brothers and sisters, but I don't care because I've always traveled a different path than most brown people.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? It's Christmas, it's Diwali, it's Hanukkah.
Exactly.
We should cherish every culture and every religion for their beliefs and what they believe in.
Yeah.
And not be selective and be nitpicky about the stuff that we don't want them. And this goes across the board. White people, brown people, black people, yellow people. I don't care who you are. Support each other's functions and cultures and things. And we won't have these problems.
Yeah, well said.
Fair?
Fair. Totally agree.
If Christians can have a Christmas parade, then Sikhs can have a Diwali parade and Hindus can have a Diwali parade. It should be fine. Either way. So no one should complain about nothing.
I agree with that. Yeah, totally.
Very simple. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas from Samp&Chance. Have a great time with your families. Focus on family. Forget the gifts. It doesn't matter. If you're driving a car and if you have a job, if you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas, fuck it. You got Boxing Day. Go buy yourself what you wanted.
Well said.
Right? Samp&Chance are out. God bless everybody. Talk to you December 31st or the New Year.
Thanks, show.
See you then.